Hello everyone, my name is Sayog Arora. I have taken part in the Boot Summer Camp by Magazine. There I have learned to make many exciting apps. I have used the software known as MIT App Inventor. A very nice software. I have made many apps. You can see these apps are listed here. So this is the video for the coding of the Remember My Location app. I have published it in the gallery. So this is the app. I have used many components here. So one by one I will tell you why I have used and where I have used and what is the use of that. This is the first heading. It is a label. This is the second. So you can see this is a vertical arrangement. In the vertical arrangement, I have dropped two horizontal arrangements. So the properties of vertical arrangement are only one label. In the horizontal arrangement, I have used two labels. The text of one is not there. We will control it by coding, so it is not shown here. Okay, so this is the second one. In this, I have you also used four labels. Okay, this is blank, this is a comma, and this is also blank. So this is a button one to save the location. This is again, this is the copy of the previous one. Okay, I will tell you all the use of this and all the function of this in the coding part. Let's come to the sensors and the important part. This is location sensor. In this sensor, the use of time interval and the distance interval I will tell you. Distance interval is that the location sensor can find a altitude, a longitude, a latitude, and a address. So its function is the function of distance travel is that it is in kilometers. So if we do it as one, so after every 1 kilometer, our location will be changed. But we will control it by time period. So we have kept it on 60,000 seconds, means a minute. So a minute is because if we kept is less than 1 minute, then the location sensor will show us the location, but it will be not accurate because it will be continuously change in time, so it will not be accurate. So keep it of 1 minute. You can keep more than 1 minute, but don't keep less than 1 minute. Okay, so now let's go to the coding part. Oh, wait. Now I will tell you what is the activity starter one. Activity starter has many components. So I will tell you about the three: activity class, action, and activity package. So we have here filled these links by which it works. Okay, so it will work. The activity starter, it for starting any means any function in a mobile phone automatically without any permission. Okay, so this is TinyDB. If you are using from many time, then you would be knowing this. TinyDB, it is used to show data types. Okay, this is a notifier. It is used to show messages, alerts. I have also used to show an alert. Now let's come to the coding part. So this I have used an event handler in which I have in the first time when you will open the app, in the first time it will take at least 1 minute to show your first location. Okay, so here I have used setup logs for setup for all the labels under this heading. My current location in the first vertical arrangement. Okay, I have used it in the first vertical arrangement. This is all the setters of first vertical arrangement. So here I have set area displayed. Area displayed will be, this is the name of label. I have renamed it in the front of address one. This. Okay, this address. In front of this a blank label is there in which the location sensor will display our current address. Current lat, lat means current latitude. So the current latitude that the location sensor will get will displayed here, and a comma is there. After that the current latitude will be displayed. And I have disabled, I forgot to tell you, I have disabled these buttons because if the location will not be there, then we cannot use. But once the location came, the button will be enabled. Okay, so this is as button will be enabled, then we have to set up it use. This is the use. So when button one dot click, set address text to location sensor one dot current address. If we click on the save location button, then we need to show all the saved things. Okay, like this. It is a coding. We also call tinydb to save all the three values, and after that we enabled a button 2, that is this one. Okay, this is when this is the use of notifier. Notifier is used to show an alert if we have not saved our current location. Okay. When screen one dot back pressed, call notifier to show alert. So it will show a notice. This I have typed the notice. Okay, you can type your thing. Now you would be thinking, what is the use of this variable? This variable name is temp address. Means if we want to see our address, so this is used for that. Okay, now the use of this if then condition is, if length of global temp address, the variable is 0, then we will display the area that we will get the temp address. We will also call the longitude and latitude to be displayed, and button 2 again enabled. The use of button 2, it's we have here done this coding. Yeah, I will tell you why we have done. What is this SADDR? You know, if you don't know this SADDR, the Google Map uses SADDR and DADDR. SADDR is source address, DADDR is the destination address. Okay, so our source address will be current latitude and current longitude, and the destination address. Source address means where we are, destination address is where we want to go. So it will be stored. Okay, now we will call activity 1 to start this activity. URI is, you know URI full form? No, then search it. I will not tell you, it is your task, you search it yourself. So we have here put the link of that Google Maps. It will open. We have used this chat activity caller because we will also call the activity one starter to start the activity, because if we will not use this, then it will not call. Okay, I hope you would be understood with the app, why I have used these blocks, why I have done this much coding. Okay, I have explained you about all the blocks. Thank you. Hope you like my app. Please comment, please like, and please download this app. Bye bye.